There are a couple reasons for why you are stuck where you are stuck. And I'll list them off right now. And then we'll get deeper into them. So the number one reason is that you fap. The number two reason is that you waste time. And the third and most important reason is that you do not have a process. So let's look into the first one real quick. You fap. So fapping means that what you do is you go on your phone, you scroll, you find a video, you go on a different app, you find a different video, then you go to a different app, and then you get into the rabbit hole where you end up with jizz on your shirt, and you end up having to throw it away in the laundry. You lower your testosterone, you lower your masculinity, you lower your character as a man, and you just throw it in the laundry, you wash it, then you return back the next day saying, "Oh, I'm not going to do that again." And then, like a little bitch, you end up doing it again. Then you're stuck in a hole where you don't have any confidence, you don't have any character, and you just feel like you keep failing yourself. Then you say, "I'm never going to do that again." Then comes 3 days later, then you do it again. So the second one, you waste time. So this could be something little. This could be something as little as I take 5 minutes to fill up this water bottle because I go downstairs, I sit down on the chair for a little bit, I scroll, I watch like 3 TikTok videos, maybe even more if I get stuck on it. Then I'll go fill up this water bottle. And that only took you 5 minutes, but that still counts as wasting time because those valuable 5 minutes you could have used to do one thing earlier. You could have used to do other things. So you could have gotten in your shower. You could have gone to the gym earlier. You could have done something earlier. You didn't have to waste that time. And those little things, they jumble on, they pile up, and they create a big waste of time throughout your day where you could have filled it up with valuable stuff. Number three, you don't have a process. So not having a process means not having a goal. Not having a goal means no having direction. So basically what you do is you follow your vices, you follow your desires, and you follow the wrong path. If you have a process, that means you have a goal. If you have a goal, you know exactly where to go to get to that goal. If you have somewhere you want to be, you know which direction you have to follow to get there. So the number one way of having a process, I always tell people, is number one, imagine your most perfect self. Don't think about you right now. Think if I was a a higher being and I could choose exactly what I can for this person, and he somehow happens to be in my skin, how can I write him to have absolutely zero flaws? So you think about this person, you think about the kind of life he has, the way he wakes up, the way he drinks water, the way he gets up, the way he talks to people, the way he stares at you in the eye, the way he talks, the way he plugs in his phone every night, the way he drinks his coffee, the way he likes his coffee, just all the little things. Then you think about, okay, where is this person living? What kind of wife does he have? Does he have children? How does he raise them? Then what you do is now you have a list of things. Now you have to write down how you are going to get to that person. So let's say that he has money. So the perfect person that you made has money. Okay, how are you going to get money? You're going to find one skill that you could improve on. You could find one skill that you are somehow good at and you could always get better. You could capitalize off of it. So for me, I'm not good at talking, and the things that you are not good at are the number one things once you overcome will make you the most profit. So when I talk to you and I make the most sense to you, when I get more practice with it, I'm going to influence a lot of people in the future. So I chose that. I chose the career that I have and I chose the process that I have. And I also chose the problem that I have, which is speaking. And that's what I'm doing for these YouTube videos. So my process looks like this. I wake up at 4:25 a.m. every single day. I drink my water after a cold shower. Then I have a coffee. Then I go on a run. That's my morning process. Then I get to work early so I always say this, being early is being on time. So when you go up to, whenever you go somewhere, you always show up early. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. If you're late, then what the hell are you doing, bro? So I show up to work early. I finish work late. I talk to everyone, I shake a new hand, look at everyone in the eye, I make myself present, and I completely kill it at my job. Then I go to my house, I film a video like this, then I get to the gym, then I work on my job, how I could get out of it, how I can improve my process. Then I restart the day over again and I build up. And I look at things and I say, how can I change this? How can I change this? And how can I get better at this? Then you keep climbing up. So if you spend every single day having a process, not wasting time and not fapping, imagine where you would be in like 6 months. You'd be killing it. Some people who are successful, they took 8 years to do it. But if you completely lock in, if you completely focus up, you can do it in less than a year. My mentor, his name is John. He is living in Miami. He's making 50,000 a month, and he did it all in 8 months, all because he had a process that I'm telling you about right now. This is going to take me in crazy places. It's going to take me in places that I can't even imagine. Actually, I can because I already wrote them down. I already wrote exactly what I want. I already envisioned the things that I want. And you have to do that. If you want a process, if you want a goal, you have to write down who you want to be. If you don't know who you want to be, then you have to write down this. Actually, I ran into this problem, so let me help you out with it. So I didn't know the person that I wanted to be. So I made it my goal to get to know the person that I want to be. So how did I do that? I wrote down, I'm going to be the type of person that knows what he wants in the future. Then I took this goal right here, and I gave myself a process to follow that gives me that idea for what I want to be in the future. So I made myself super uncomfortable. I gave myself a process that I had to follow, non-negotiable. I had to go through it, and it's the same exact process that I go through right now, and I just told you it. So when you have a process, you can't change it. You can't ever change it unless you have the data. So keep doing it. Don't change a single thing. Write it down and don't change it for 3 months. See what works, see what doesn't, only after the 3 months. Even if you feel like it's not working right now, wait the 3 months, then change something. If you don't wait that 3 months, you're not going to get the reward out of it. You wrote it down for a reason, so keep following it, keep going at it, keep pushing through it, make it non-negotiable. It's your mission. You are a man, and when you wake up, you have to follow this because you are a man. You are put on this earth to follow this mission. So, what did I say? The reason why you are stuck is because you fap, you waste too much time, and you don't have a process. So, fix those three things. Let me know how that goes. Wake up at 4:25. Stop wasting time and get a process. Make a goal. And if you can't imagine the person that you want to be, write it down on a piece of paper that you are going to be the type of person who can know exactly who they want to be in the future. Write that down, create a process to get to that, then execute on that process. And every time you fail, you're just going to get back up. Every time you fail, you're going to do it all over again. And it's the small things that you do to get you back on track. It's the small things like staying with the cold shower. It's the small things like waking up after a day. Say you fail on one day, you wake up the next day at the same exact time that you wrote down. You have to follow this process. You are going to kill it. Imagine if you followed this for 4, 5, 6 months. Imagine where you would be. Imagine what kind of person you would get to be. Imagine how people would look at you, people you used to know, and people that you do know. I always tell people this. Stop hanging out with stupid people because you are the sum of the 3 people, the 5 people that you surround yourself with. So if you're surrounding yourself with stupid people, you're going to be exactly like them. Even if you have this process, you're going to make this process in a way that is going to follow them because that's the root in your mind. That's what your subconscious is telling you every day. I love you, brother. Stay at it.